The first trailers and sneak peeks have been posted, which means that Season 2 of House the Dragon is right around the corner. Before we get to the summer of 2024, we've been taking a quick look over the last couple of months at some interesting characters and locations that will probably be introduced to us in Season 2. We've spoken about a total of 10 new characters that are going to be introduced to us in the last 2 videos. If you want to see those videos first, the links are in the description. In today's video, which will be the final one on characters in Season 2, we'll discuss 5 more interesting characters that have a high probability of making their debut in the next season. Once again, I've tried to minimize spoilers as much as possible, but you will get some minor spoilers nonetheless. So, let's begin with number 5. For the first character on this list we're going to the Vale, to the Eyrie to be precise. Because the Arryn stronghold is the first stop and Jacerys' travels to sway the great houses to his mother's cause. Upon arriving in the Vale, Jacerys meets Jean Arryn. Jean is around 35 years old at this point, but still unmarried. Hence the reason why the people of the Seven Kingdoms often refer to her as the Maiden of the Vale. The reasons for her still being unmarried vary. According to Mushroom, Jean has a ferocious appetite for men. But a more persistent rumor says that she prefers the company of women. Which means that after the eventual death of Laenor Velaryon, HBO will have a new gay character in Jean. House Arryn is a force to be reckoned with, both in their armies and their fleet. So it is vital that Jacerys assures their loyalty to his mother's cause. The number 4 on this list is another of the Targaryen children. As was the case with the young Aegon in the last video, Rhaenyra's youngest son Viserys will start playing a role in the story as well. He will most definitely be aged up quite a bit and be played by a new actor. Despite this, he is Rhaenyra's youngest child, also making him the most vulnerable. And as he and his brother Aegon are Rhaenyra's only true-born children, the 2 boys are more of a dynastic threat to the Greens than their bastard half-brothers. Rhaenyra will do everything in her power to keep her children safe, but if that is enough, remains to be seen. The number 3 on this list is another member of House Hightower. When the war begins in earnest and the Hightower army leaves Old Town to make their way to King's Landing, the command eventually falls to a cousin, named Sir Hobert Hightower. In House the Dragon, the current Lord of House Hightower, who is nameless in the book, is also called Hobert. Which means that they either plan to merge the 2 characters, or the cousin that was supposed to be called Hobert will get a new name. Hobert is not a hero, or distinguished in any way, but aside from Otto and Alicent, he is probably the Hightower that plays the most important part in the story of House the Dragon. So be sure to keep an eye on him. For the next character on this list we're going all the way to the north. Because according to some sources, Cregan Stark was not the only person that Jacerys spent a lot of time with when he was in Winterfell. It is said that the young prince fell in love with Sarah Snow, Cregan's bastard half-sister. Cregan supposedly found out about the 2 having sex and grew angry when he heard the news. But according to Mushroom, it didn't stop there. He proclaims that Jacerys married the bastard girl and they set their vows before a heart tree, afterwards making love in the snow. This would also mean that Jacerys broke his engagement to his cousin Baela. This information is given to us by Mushroom, however, so we don't know how much of it is true. But it would give a new dimension to Jacerys' character. I guess we'll have to wait until the summer to find out more. If you want to find out more about my next video, how about subscribing to the channel and leaving a like for the algorithm? I'm trying to get to 1000 subscribers, and your help in achieving that goal is very much appreciated. And for the final character on this list, we have to go to Essos. Because after Corlys and Daemon's initial victory against the Crab Feeder, and Corlys' second successful campaign to secure the Stepstones, the Triarchy have elected a new admiral for their fleet. Where the Crab Feeder hailed from Myr, the new admiral is Lyseni, Sharako Lohar. If you watched my video on the never seen before locations coming to us in Season 2, you would know by now that Lys is going to play an important role in the story from here on out. And Sharako will play a vital role in that. Daemon and Corlys may have defeated the Triarchy twice by now, but the Kingdom of the 3 Daughters, as it is alternatively known, is not so easily discarded. and making them their enemy will come to bite them eventually. And those are 5 more interesting characters that will be introduced to us in the next season. This will also be the final video on new characters being introduced to us in Season 2, as I believe we have gone over all the interesting ones by now. I do wonder, which character are you most excited for seeing in Season 2? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. See you next time.